Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and I resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the yellow rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste a must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but we got in a figure you. Take the script of money, girl, and say that it's not you. One day the man above end up in my gut up. Too much it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. My singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and I resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The urgent the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, the rapper, they down in our fever. Member bowl only and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the soul man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again.
Stibby-dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape. And some informer friend we love lake. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you had a good night rest. Yet again, another ruling from the Court of Unconstitutional Breach. The Ministry of Education and the government is under the spotlight again. Will they challenge this ruling of constitutional breach? As Carlos put it, rum goat on the loose. We talked about that last night, but we didn't bring you the thingy. So we're going to talk about it further this morning. Promises, argument, lies. We're going to talk about Meg Whitman, or whatever she is, and Nick Perry, the devil, in RUTO and Wholeness's head. So we have quite a few things to cut through this morning. And we're going to ask Darrell Vaz. We're also going to ask Bobby Montague. Do you have any objection to the publication of the sex offenders register? So we're going to mumble jumble through a few things this morning. To my community party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers and subscribers, commenters and trolls, good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Natalia Freeman, good morning. Shade Oban Iris, Beaton Teach. Kamar Johnson. Althea Johnson. Violet Watson, Sheena Kelly, Sharon Bernard, Marcia Thomas, Elaine Turner, Jason Kane, Colleen Allen, Country Girl 84, Ebenezer Cody, Agency Driver 5, Veteran, Angela 48349, Yvonne Johnson, Dolores Logan, Althea, Yvonne Johnson, Veteran Wagwan. Hit the like button, my people. Hit the like button while we do our roll call. Hit the like button. Michelle Lewis Wilson, God Gift, bros. Good morning, Esther Dwyer. The Respectfords. Rejoice in him always. Lisa Woods Ladrick. Annie Jones. Yvonne Bradford. Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us. The JPS put out a update, Kevin Davis, which I don't understand. I have number. That's one. And two, it have very fine writings. But I'll try to sever my way through to see if I can tell you what they're talking about. So it's a restoration update from the JPS as to what they have put back online. And we're not gone on yet. So it's restoration by location impact. Pardon me, I don't know, some dunce. Good dunce. Hold on, there's something. Hold on there. All right, where I saw I say now. 55,400 customers still awaiting restoration island-wide. St. Elizabeth acceleration plan. So there's an acceleration plan to beef things up in St. Elizabeth. Major impact in parishes, Manchester and Clarendon. Critical infrastructure to be continued, prioritized in the restoration process. So, resource pool increase, external local contractors from the backside industry assigned to Hanover and St. Elizabeth. JPS team supplement with former employees. And so for St. Elizabeth, key areas restored in St. Elizabeth, sections of Black River, Junction, Hollygate Upon, and Top Hill. Manchester, sections of Duffy House, Moreland Housing Scheme, Sparling, Percy Jones Hospital, Percy Junior Hospital rather, Clarendon, section of Lionel Town, Mitchell Town, Rocky Point, and Portland Cottage. I could go to the next slide and see if I understand what the lie is about. I can read chat. Don't ask me to do it. This is number. So I will just pass this. A number that. So these are the hospitals across the country that power has been restored to. So Kingston and St. Andrew, you have the St. Andrew Memorial, you have Bellevue, Bustamante, Kingston Public, National Chest Hospital, Nuttall Memorial, St. Joseph Hospital, University of the West Indies, Jubilee Hospital. In Portland, Buff Bay and Port Antonio Hospital is back on power. St. Thomas Princess Margaret Hospital is back on. Clarendon, Chapelton, Lionel Town, and Maypen Hospital. Manchester, Hargreaves Hospital, which is a private hospital. Mandeville Hospital, Percy Junior Spalding Community Hospital, and in St. Anne's, Alexandra Community Hospital, and St. Anne's Bay Hospital, St. Catherine, Linstead Hospital in Spanish Town, St. Mary, Anata Bay, and Port Maria, St. Elizabeth, Black River, St. James, Cornwall Regional, and Hospitain, Montego Bay, it's a private hospital, Falmouth Hospital in Trelawney, in Westmoreland, Sablamar Public Hospital, and Hanover Noel Holmes Hospital. So all those hospital power has been restored to. Now for the NWC pumps facilities. Clarendon have a total of 19 pumps. 7 have been restored. Manchester have a total of 16. 0 have been restored. St. Elizabeth have a total of 13. 2 has been restored. Hanover have a total of 3. 2 has been restored. Westmoreland has a total of 5. All 5 has been restored. St. James have a total of 14. 12 of those have been restored. Trelawney have 4. 3 has been restored. St. Anne's have 11. 6 have been restored. St. Mary have 25. 11 have been restored. Portland have 14. 6 have been restored. St. Thomas have 17. 9 have been restored. Kingston and St. Andrew have 16. 14 have been restored. St. Catherine have 22. 16 of the 22 have been restored. So 52 of the pump facilities across the island have been restored. So I don't know, so we're still having water and light problem across the country, a lot of it. Now this is Flow and Digicel telecom restoration facilities. Total size. Okay, so Clarendon have 61 sites for Flow sites. This is for Flow. Clarendon have 61 sites, 43 has been restored. Hanover have 22 sites, 7 have been restored. Kingston and St. Andrew have 94, 62 have been restored. Manchester 64, 24 restored. Portland has 23, 1 restored. St. Anne have 63, 18 restored. St. Catherine have 105, 66 restored. St. Elizabeth has 51, none have been restored. St. James have 69, 60 of those have been restored. St. Mary has 36, 17 of those have been restored. St. Thomas have 16, 8 of those have been restored. Trelawney have 18, 8 of those have been restored. Westmoreland has 36, 10 of those have been restored. So there's a restoration of 49% of Flow facility across the island. Now to Digicel. Clarendon had 7 sites, 5 been restored. Hanover have 4, all 4 been restored. Kingston and St. Andrew have 20, 16 have been restored. Manchester have 8, 2 have been restored. Portland have 4, 4 has been restored. St. Elizabeth has 8, none has been restored. St. Anne's have 7, 6 has been restored. St. Catherine has 11, 6 has been restored. St. James have 6, all 6 have been restored. St. Mary has 2, all 2 have been restored. St. Thomas has 4, all 4 have been restored. Trelawney have 5, only 1 has been restored. Westmoreland has 10, only 4 has been restored. So We're asked, me now go further in that update here. But we're asking that Uno bring more help to St. Elizabeth. Uno can't have St. Elizabeth for everything, so. Good God Almighty, Muriel King, good morning. Elijah B. Put more efforts into St. Elizabeth. We're somebody picking it too. Isn't it? Bedford. Christine Gilbert. We're somebody picking down at St. Elizabeth too. Brenda Elson. Please put some effort, Georgia Dennis, so we can come back, Don Fox, online, like everybody else. We can't get back light. Will it done? We can't get with business. Them for start again without with profit been going out in a gas for run generator. We not have to do better for St. Elizabeth people, Mavis Forbes. We not have to do better, Carleen Humphreys, for St. Elizabeth people, Joy Sweet Joy. It's not acceptable that so little have been done in St. Elizabeth. Floyd Green and Floyd Green, JC Hutchison, and what the other one them name, and JPS and Andrew Holness government. Why St. Elizabeth is forgotten? Why is St. Elizabeth forgotten? St. Elizabeth, Cheryl Benjamin, was one of the St. Elizabeth was the worst hit area where the entire parish was severely damaged. St. Elizabeth would have been the parish to put more focus in than others because of the severity of the damage in St. Elizabeth. Of course, we know it's a whole country. This is why we're asking the government, rather than your dog Kenya doing peacekeeping mission, your dog place there, your dog Somalia, I do peacekeeping mission. You are in Haiti to control barbecue. And Jamaica have broke down bridges. Jamaica just gone through a hurricane and doesn't have the manpower to get the country back up and running. But with army can they here so and there, so I do what they want to do. But Jamaica doesn't have that manpower at the moment to take us through this recovery phase, where we're moving at a slow, painstaking level going through the country. But particularly for St. Elizabeth, which was severely battered. No flow galangin back on site yet. No Digicel galangin back on site yet for St. Elizabeth. No water pump. Only 2 water pump back on for St. Elizabeth out of 13. This is not good enough given the devastation in the parish. Given that at this the resources, the manpower and the effort should have been centered into from the very start, because that was the worst hit area of the hurricane. Ask anybody who deal with disaster. You go to the worst area first because you want to know if there are casualties and what are the severities and the amount of resources that you need to put in to that particular zone. But we asked the question last night about this chair. If anybody knows this chair, and if anybody see this chair in operation across our healthcare in Jamaica, we have it right here. We got it in operation and we just don't. We've got the video. We've got a video, not just photograph. We've got a video of the chair in operation. I will not tell you where in Jamaica I've got it from. I am told there are several of them across the country. But because this is a video and work have to be done on it to cover people's face and remove audio, I'm not ready to show you that video of the chair, this chair, one of these chair in operation. I'm not yet able to show you the video, but I will show you some screenshots taken from the video. The chair is in live and direct operation. Live and direct. So call Dr. Tufton. Call Dr. Tufton and ask him if I AI this or BIR, CIR, me, I, or it's George Eagle Eye. Which one of it? I still the Williams. Which one of it, Dr. Tufton? Now that we know the chair is still present and operational, the next thing we want to know, Dr. Tufton, is how much of these are in working order across the healthcare. Dr. Tufton, we want bathroom. I am pleading to Jamaicans all around the country. While the government may not answer our question, while the Ministry of Death and Destruction may not answer our question, we want to know. After we taxpayer money fix them, we want to know, Dr. Tufton. Float them, how you do? We want to know how much of these are in operation across our healthcare. Sandra Watkins Bailey. And we're asking the people of Jamaica, now that we see the chair in operation, I've got the video. I cannot show it yet because there's work needed to be done to block out people's face in the moving of the chair so people are not being identified. We now want to know, now that we know it's there, and an AI, Dr. Tufton, we want to know how much of these chairs are in operation across our healthcare. It is a matter of public interest, Dr. Tufton. It is also a matter of public safety. The public needs to know. And if any of you across Jamaica is being ushered around hospital in these chairs, we would like to know. given the amount of money unaccounted for, let us read, in the Ministry of Health, what we would like to know, if the alteration of these wheelchair was done on the black market and money was paid from the Ministry of Health that was not documented and could be a part of the Miss Non-Reporting Appropriations Bill that amounted to $700 billion. All these chairs, are these chairs for real? I thought it was a joke. What kind of joke beat and teach? Almighty God, they say me have the video. I cannot send the video to anybody. Trust me, we're going to work on the video, black out the faces, remove the audio, and show this was in hospital with patient in there. Hallelujah. It's not a joke, beat and teach. Don't say so. It is not a joke. This is very serious. That's why we're asking Jamaicans for help. Thanks to those who respond to the call last night and send a video of a chair in current working order. Now that we know, done it, Harriet, now that we know it is current and in good working order, what we want to know is how much of these across the country are in operation. The Ministry of Health must answer that question. The Ministry of Health must answer this question. Today, I want to make sure when there's something the briefing start, beat and teach. At what time they say the briefing start today? The Liad podium. At what time a Liad podium today? At what time of the day Liad podium come out? But you have to tell me where it's going to be in the British time. I want to listen to Liad podium today. And maybe Nigel, I will come from the Liad podium today as well. May I go work, edit the video so we can remove faces Jason Kidd EM. So we don't put people privacy, breach people's privacy. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. at Jamaica, what time for me, Yama? So what time at Jamaica then now? Lord, me dons. So maybe them are going to start before me come off alive? Let me know, beat and teach. 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. my time. Okay. Me probably come back on. Me know them are going to tell them. I don't know yet. 2 p.m. my time. Okay. So then we'll soon come on. Then we'll come on before me. Me go to the PBC. Just bear me a second. Me go to PBCJ site. Just go that and see if they have them shenanigans set up. Live stream. Today our date, the 16th. You see they have live seeing they set up the parliament sitting. But normally on PBCJ press briefing doing it. Anyway, I go keep an eye for the drunk for them. Open cabinet briefing here. Cabinet briefing me talk. Yeah, cabinet briefing. You know what open lie I go tell today though, breathe and teach. I forgot ban with belly. If you listen good to the whole heap of lie I go tell. And them I go do something there. Unique Ray. Them I go come tell we. Hope I lie about the stamp today. We have to focus today. Today is where we're going to get a big package of lie them like if it talk about the budget of the crisis and how much them are going to spend and where them are going to take it from. Have Nigel spoken to the nation yet, Beat and Teach? Nigel was meant to speak to you. Have Nigel spoken to the nation yet? Because if he has not, then at today we are going to get walk with your bag of salt. Yes, everybody, if we not come a briefing today, if we come back for briefing, we do not come walk with a bag of salt because we don't know it's going to be painstakingly bitter, vile lies not seeing him. So Nigel Clark should be, come on, we are 2 weeks on now from the disaster. The Ministry of Finance must be able to tell us now how the Ministry of Finance is going to help Jamaica people through the recovery and the rebuilding. It have to be priced, Nigel. The money have to be trickled down. Lord Jesus, what a lack of management is going on across the country. The government is not having emergency cabinet meeting. The government still having normal cabinet meeting. Won't ever hear go so. Talk truth. What won't ever hear go so. In a time of such emergency, government have normal cabinet meeting. Won't ever hear go so. In a Britain, you would have a daily Cobra meeting or a Cobra meeting as the situation demand for government, for the cabinet to decide the decisions. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Right now, they're blocking the road in Westmoreland because no electricity. People will have to rise up against this government. We have no choice. The help is not coming to we when need it. This chair is a brand new, is a brand Jamaica. How you mean if a brand Jamaica? They need to write brand Jamaica on the back of that chair there. That them need to do. Now, people, do you understand? Don't have the people interest at heart. No one care for the people. Absolutely. Government, a normal cabinet meeting in one of the worst disaster Jamaica ever have. And I saw it going on, people. Let me tell you now, I don't so it go. Government in this issue, you have emergency meeting with your cabinet as soon as the situation dictates it. We're in a national disaster. We're in the hurricane season, the very early part of it. You know, sister, the government, I hope, for one a calamity come back up on one. Otherwise, government couldn't walk and turn a blind eye to people across Jamaica. So, nothing beat and teach. Nothing. In any other country, it would be a daily press conference from the national, from JPS, the JPS executive people, them, from the government, from Ministry of Local Government, from the Office of ODPEM, from the Office of Social. There would be a group of people that faces the media on a daily basis, updating the people and taking questions. I saw them something you go. I saw governance go. I saw the Westminster system works. The emergency situation demands an emergency meeting of the cabinet as we go along. This decision and of the Andrew Holness alone make. Don't so it go. This is not an Andrew Holness Shelter Reed. This is not an Andrew Holness, Desmond McKenzie and Nigel Clark portfolio. You know that's something I'm going to make me mad. That's something I'm going to mad me. Yes, it got mad me. Because nobody is listening. Nobody's speaking to us. We're just left there hangling and dangling, wondering when somebody was going to say something, wondering when someone's going to come, wondering what is going to happen next, wondering if we're going to get help, any at all, Verna Adams. The country needs to rise up. At this point, we cannot sit down and play politics. As JLP and PNP, we need to stand up as a country. Cut the JLP and cut the PNP and stand up as Jamaicans. The storm came and affect Jamaicans. It didn't affect JLP and PNP. JLP and PNP sit down up in a parliament, still a Grenada. If them do turn up a parliament, the country need to rise up. The country cannot continue under this type of management. If the Prime Minister is unwilling to step aside and make somebody else see if they can manage and govern at the moment, then the people need to rise up against the Prime Minister. Because at the moment, you're setting up the country for further disaster in the hurricane season. You're setting up the country to go deep into a health risk. Steve Bryan, how are you? Deep into a health crisis. Disease and all sort can break out. We don't have clean water. People have gone back to wood fire and coal. I wonder if we have enough coal. Or people have to go chop wood now, make fire. Everybody meet toil. Everybody look at profit. Everybody look at money if you buy zinc. If you buy generator gas. There's no effort put into St. Elizabeth and Manchester, but St. Elizabeth in particular. No effort. None at all. Poor service. Very, very poor. The government need to resign now. Jamaica people need to stand up now. Jamaica people need to stand up now. Too much of it. Too much don't care. Leon, too much turn a blind eye to we. Too much looking down at we. Too much talking down to we. The people need to stand up and take back them country. Janet Jones. Cashless woman. Cashless woman and cashless wish part. True love. How you do? Cashless way and cashless wish part. Janet Jones. St. Elizabeth, them tell we say 1 month it go take for we get back like a St. Elizabeth. You know, St. Elizabeth, all through community are parity there. You say how they get back Black River upon the grid. You know, to save Santa Cruz back on. Once they get the maid run them back on, but me telling the party people, don't pay JPS people them a cent to do anything. If you don't hold no outstanding bill, don't pay no but caca pussy clot. Oh, sorry, make me cuss that word. No, sir. All the major hotels have been restored with critical NWC and telecom bomber blood clot site on a beg on a pardon. Beg on a pardon. Poor people picking in the matters, you know? Poor people picking it, though matters. Screenshot that one there. All major hotels have been restored. Lord Jesus. That's why St. Elizabeth, That's why players like I sent Elizabeth when mash up Carlos Manning, how you do. Then say you reach. Oh, you're there. That's why the whole of St. Elizabeth when mash up can't get no help because we don't look at a master picking them. We don't look after the private investor, them we don't look after the 1% of Jamaica. We don't 21 families and friends. This morning, we don't beg no pardon there. Mays Garden Parish. Them don't care about poor people picnic. Them have to make sure say mass and him picnic them. Bourgeoisie and him picnic them. The 1% and him picnic them. All right. We will come from down the coastline there where rainwater we store and drink. I want drive you up under your go-go dancing mama this morning, you silly boy. We from St. Elizabeth, we store rainwater and drink when somebody. That's why it no matter if we pump them command, it no matter we light them command, because we can't bug Prime Minister. We grow poor and we used to them in bug. We grow poor Prime Minister and we used to drinking source of rainwater and Maros water. Prime Minister. Sometimes when we're hungry, we all drink seawater and yam sea mass as well, Prime Minister. Now, so it go. Honestly, the liberty. St. Elizabeth, which the resources, logistic, and power and manpower should have been pumped into, have been left as the last, have been ignored because enough white people and rich people ain't there. Why don't never make the hotel them get them private sector friends to come in, come help them restore power? Why don't you never call on a private sector friend them a foreign? Lord Jesus, beat and teach. What a calamity. What a calamity, beat and teach. Flight Green. Flight Green. Me want you to manage the country and management of the parish is not coming from your Flight Green. You get the money from Andrew yet, whether be that 5 million over there or the other 4 million over here. Have you received any money yet, Flight Green? Have you taken out any line of credit? What ultimatum have you given to NWC and JPS, Flight Green, particularly JPS, because you know we can't drink rainwater. We can't drink rainwater, Flight Green. So the water, we not go care about we so. But the light, Flight Green, Elaine Tucker. The light. Oh no, sister, we not somebody picking it up. We not somebody picking it, you know. That's why nobody now come to a rescue. Nobody not see we as priority. Because we don't somebody. We not somebody picking it. We not come from nowhere. That's why nobody not pay attention to it. Country people them. A Backabush people them. Do you think this look good for you, Flight Green? We have leadership ambition. Do you think the people of St. Elizabeth, Flight Green, would return you next year at the general election, given what they are going through? J.C. Hutchinson? But J.C. Hutchinson by donkey in a 2022. If J.C. Hutchinson can make up with the Prime Minister and buy a donkey in a 2022, can you imagine? No management of this Labour government. Hear them a call one of the dim with Upper Hanover, what's your name, beat and teach, the dim with what the people them say they not see all now. Nobody cares. And one day for two, they know so then time up. They must say we don't have to do grab a notice all. Because we not seek them vote. Remember the Prime Minister they tell we say, him not have a friend up now if we vote them. At this time, him not look political capital. Him a look political what's it and not it all. Hey, we under some stress, you know. We under some stress. So me I'll get Jesus Christ me in a fear now. Cause picture come out with President Biden. I walk with gun and I fall asleep in a sofa with gun. All them a same thing are dangerous, you know. Dangerous. Dangerous. But it's only master picnic them people care about. Them not care about we. JC Hutchinson and Mike Henry, we're going to have to kill them to get rid of them. There's no other way to get rid of them. Yes, the constituency want her. Yeah, the dimwit up yonder there. Be like a management through the whole Labour government. Somebody from Junction, because members say, Upper Junction, after flight green, them pretty skin and good hair type them. So you know, so the pretty hair, the good hair and pretty skin people them are gonna get 10 to before we the African generation get 10 to. Cause them split way up, you know. Everywhere with them split way up. Marcia, how are you? Everywhere with the Tamika, them split way up. So me want to get some news from upper south to see if the people them with a good hair and a good skin and get prioritization over the slave them. Can not separate way and portion way up wherever with them. But we're going to keep an eye on this Paula Shelley. We're going to come back on this later. After they tell the lie, we're going to have a lot more to talk about later. But we talk about the other criminal them. And don't forget, we need to know how much of this chair is across the entire healthcare in Jamaica. We have it in video. We have it in photo. The government can no longer deny this. This is no longer fake news. The government must answer the question. The government must address the issue where somebody picking it up. We no ban back a cow like a uno, and a donkey a lead we like uno. So we're going to want better. And we're going to ask for better. And we're going to demand better. And we're not going to tap make nice till somebody here say we want better. So this is no fake news. The spy in your Airbnb. Airbnb has become Pornhub, both based on the information coming out. The spy in your bedroom. The spy in your pocket, which is Andrew Holness. The spy in your house, which is your devices that carries a camera. Your smart devices, the spy all around us. You think Andrew Holness want to spy on with? Everybody I walk and look. Everybody want to see up your cocker hole. The spy in your pocket, the spy in your bedroom, the spy in your living room, the spy even on your getaway. Even on your getaway. We're going to have to go rent marquee now and go set them up when we want to go anywhere and have privacy, because just about anybody, Monica Wells, can have their camera hook up and stitch up. put up and stood up to see what go on. And you might never just know when you might just get published on Pornhub or one of the other sites. This is a great breach of privacy, Randy Thompson, Wayne Evans. And people must boycott these institutions. Boycott these institutions that wants to earn off you while breaching your privacy. Stop got Airbnb. Stop got hotel. We never grow and born with it. We not go dead if we don't go there. What about going and camping? What about going for a long walk in the forest? And stop walking and spending the money with white people and private investors to continue stamp down pan uno and downtrodden uno. Good God Almighty, wake up now. Anybody want to see in them business, boycott them, make them go plant corn. Make them go plant corn and make them go plant cane. And make us see if we can get rich out of sugar like the British them. Yeah. Miranda Raddock, how you do? And we just want to get back to the Prime Minister. We had this conversation last night. Priority, Prime Minister, priority. The country is in disaster. We have broke down bridge and wooden bridge all across the country. I have no opposition in Negril becoming its own municipal corporation. The truth is, though, it is of no importance to even Negril people at the moment. It is of no importance to Westmoreland people at the moment, whether Negril has its own municipal corporation or not. It really doesn't matter. Nobody cares. What the people care about is water, light, and rebuilding themselves from the ravish and torn of Hurricane Beryl. So for the Prime Minister to be having conversation about political gerrymandering, at this point, Prime Minister, that is so out of touch. That is so ill-equipped and incompetent. Lack of care, lack of sympathy, lack of empathy. To see all of what the country has got through, and then all the Prime Minister can be talking about is politics. Isn't it? That's why the Prime Minister is going around the country with tripod and camera, getting all the glorious photographs and optics for his next general election campaign. Do you think he will have a fair bit of such a campaign out here, while people like me and Carlos hot off the press and Elisa Bell Rose and Anna, we were out here, sit down and wait on a dodge, you know? Lord Jesus, and I don't know where they're ahead. Nobody cares about this. Them care about the Woodville Community Bridge. And them care about Chai Bridge. Them care about them house that put back on. Them care about tree planting and them community. Them care about them light and water put back on. Them care about help to restore them business. Them care about help to restore them damaged house and property and them losses. Do you think the people give a rat's ass, Prime Minister, about your political gerrymandering as to whether Negril have its own local authority or not? Nobody cares. Not right now. It is not an issue that anybody would want to discuss right now or see of any priority. And your white congregation, them you talk to dirty Prime Minister, like a thief in liar criminal boy. Little liar, thief, and criminal boy. Little boy will align with gunman and danmans and criminal. Criminal Anjo, thief in Anjo Wholeness. The thief in his prime minister. Jamaica and PJ did thief. And if you could have thiefer than PJ Patterson, Anjo, you're dangerous. Pauline Dixon. If you could have got thiefer than PJ Patterson, Anjo Wholeness, you're dangerous. Study your white corporates down a Negril. We don't care about Negril Municipal Corporation at the moment. We care about rebuilding with life. Go kiss out your mama Bible and your friend them on Negril. We want to know how we business them are going to restart. We want to know we help you get to rebuild. We host them. We want to know when we light and water come back and drunk crow. That the people them want to know. Prime Minister, you have become a piece of shit to Jamaica. It's literally like that. Everybody skin up them face after your Prime Minister. And shit alone we cheat, so. Can you not see? Can you not see the way the people treat you? You have become a little piece of shit. Everybody skin up them face. Everybody get angry and irritable when them hear about you or see about you. But because a little drunk like your Prime Minister, you're like a narcissist and a materialist and a damn thief. That's why you will go to the ends. You will go to the ends. Barbers, hairdressers, bars, shopkeepers, fish vendors, meat sellers, ice creams. You know the amount, Dwayne Hutchins. Do you know the amount that Jamaicans are losing at the moment? The good economy, Jamaica. Do you know what the orange economy is going through at the moment? Me say, if you know what the orange economy are go through at the moment, do you know how much they are lost and how much they are losing? And government attack about white people down a Negril, giving white people their own corporation down a Negril. Do you think that is of any importance at the moment to any of us who are going through the suffering? The same people them want to turn with water, want to divert with water, go on people them in a big hotel, and we don't have water for drink. You think we give two rats backside about you and white people and Negril at the moment, Anjo Wholeness? Never mind all this drunk prayer. The Desmond Mackenzie, where we kind of promise people what we know, so them now go get it. 250 small business in Manchester. How much small business are you going to help around the country, Desmond Mackenzie? Because you can't promise Manchester alone. The entire country requires that help, Desmond Mackenzie. When is the government and Batman Nigel? Nigel, me know say you're Batman, me not just talking like this, so. Me know you hide behind your ring and your Korean wife. You think no black woman wouldn't take you up, Nigel? Teeny beeny weeny little soft Nigel. You think no black woman would really take you up? Answer this question. I be a fuckery going in the country. Will be a Batman. Open faggots. Open faggots will have no care for people or human. Take the country and mash it up. The cabinet press briefing is on Wednesday. Today is Parliament. Kiss me, Fanny Royal. Meeting I do a Tuesday and tell the lie, pan. Meeting the lie do a tell pan Tuesday. Nobody come to us with any budget. Nobody come to us with any structure. Nobody come to us come say anything at all. The whole country is still waiting to hear what the government is going to do, how the government is going to assist. No, me talk about my parish, Maze Garden. You can go talk about your parish. When you look at the statistics where JPS put out, there's very little done in St. Elizabeth. Me talk about my parish. Me got Jamaica right now. Me barely go outside of St. Elizabeth. Me talk about my parish. Jamaica have different ways of treating different people. And St. Elizabeth is a divide and rule parish. So make me talk, me know what me talk about. It's a repeated treatment, is not the first. Why is it? You check any country where have natural disaster and see if the most effort is not put into the worst hit area. St. Elizabeth, what the worst hit area? Do you not understand that? Why are they getting the lesser of the service? Just a couple of years ago, the government said them mobilize so much people for sending to St. Elizabeth. That should happen the day after the storm. That should happen the day after the storm. St. Elizabeth is where the resources, logistic, and manpower should be put in. That's how disaster go. Why they make sure all of the major hotels them on the north and western coast back on when I St. Elizabeth those efforts should have put back into. We don't now see the white side of it. We don't now see the white economy side of protecting the white economy, but the whole of the orange economy. My parish is built up an orange economy, two and two. Two and two. My parish is an orange economy. My parish is a farming economy. Everything up there mash up. We're getting very little help. We're being ignored by the government. Colin Jones. We're being ignored by the government. The whole of Jamaica has been ignored, but St. Elizabeth was damaged more than anywhere else. We have more hosts in a St. Elizabeth without roof than anywhere else in a Jamaica right now. Me not say government pay attention to St. Elizabeth alone, but as a disaster go, St. Elizabeth is where should be prioritized. And this will get the worst of the disaster. And just a disaster go. But all the government can go around, go tell lies and promises, and all know we can't get a structure from the government as to how they are going to deal with the recovery and rebuilding effort. From that press conference last week, we really haven't heard much, and there was nothing said in that press conference that could have made anybody in a Jamaica or in the diaspora have faith and say the government got it. No, not one bit of it. Lagging behind in everything, woefully. Friends and relatives among predators amid rape surge in Westmoreland. Good morning, Darrell Vaz. Good morning, Bobby Montague. Good morning to the Prime Minister, Andrew, the Dishonorable Holness. Delroy Chuck, good morning. Mayor Gala School. We understand proportionality and we understand, Mr. Chuck, the balancing act in law. One's privacy versus one's safety. One's privacy versus one's safety. I'm not offended, Maze. I'm not offended. One's privacy versus one's safety. That's the balancing act when it comes to proportionality. Georgette Brown, Pamela Akola. Sandra Ellis. Do you have any objection, Delroy, Chuck, Andrew Holness? What the murderer one down Moby name again? What the murderer one name? The doctor murderer. Doctor murderer. I don't know who me at the Moby one. Dr. Chan. Do you have any objection to the sex offenders register being made public? Are you protecting anyone? Yes, Dr. Crab. How are we sure that these predators in Westmoreland are not already on the sex offenders register while being able to carry out the atrocities, still carry out the crime, still, Ladybug? What is the objection to making the sex offenders register public? The safety, the balancing act here, Delroy, Chuck. Whose right is greater? The right of women and children who get abducted, raped, and sometimes murdered? Or is it the predators and perpetrators who prey on innocent victims? Proportionality, upon a study law, you understand, we want to get out of the balancing act. Proportionality here, the privacy of a sexual predator versus the safety of women and children, weigh up the balancing act. Delroy Chuck, Minister of National Security, Attorney General, Minister of Justice, weigh up the balancing act. The Minister of Justice and the Attorney General, me and them go last school. The other one go learn to shoot gun and stab you up and joke you up and cut you up, the Dr. Crab. But the two we go last school understands the balancing act when it comes to proportionality. Whose right is greater is the question. No, the new commission, you see, the sex offenders register is more of a government thing. So that falls to the Attorney General, or you can say the cabinet. Because the legislators can block it and say they don't want. So in an issue like this, we depend on the legislators to make it law that this is public. Valerie, how are you? So it's really the legislators, the government side of things is the problem here. The police can ask that it be published, but if the government puts a bar on that, the police cannot do it. So what we want to have done is the government make it law that it is published. Or the Attorney General or the Ministry of Justice, which would have the portfolio over that, to make that published. To be honest to the police, when it comes to the publication of this, their hands are kind of tied, if I'm to be honest, to them. This is a legislative or executive issue. This really doesn't fall down to the police. It's the but have not heard or seen him beat and teach. What is he going to say that you're going to understand or going to make sense? What is it that you want to hear him say, beat and teach? Come on, beat and teach. Me expect better from you. What do you hope to hear him say? Huh? Did you not hear them say 44 murders? Have I recovered this slide? 44 murders. Oh God, I've recovered it. 44 murders in the last, how much, weeks, but crime has gone down 14%. So them say, all right, let's move on. So it's the country need to put pressure on the executive or the legislature to make it law that the sex offenders register be published. They cannot use the argument to say that we don't want people to know who victims are. No, that's not how sex offenders register are. It's the predator details alone that is put out there. So don't make them use that argument over you. Always go to them with the balancing act. Whose right is greater? The right to protect women and children from rape and murder, or the right to protect a predator's privacy, is a question all of you should be asking your MPs. Every one of them. Now, we all remember this rattle chattel that was going on between the Kensington Primary School in St. Catherine and a family whose a child was barred access from school because of her dreadlock. That case was ongoing. The appeal court ruled that it was unconstitutional. And don't remember that. Don't forget that. This case was backed up by the Ministry of Education as well. So this is yet another unconstitutional ruling, a breach of constitutional right ruling against this government once again. If you want the real murder, start listen to Popeye or Datagwan. That's what I was saying last night, Beat and Teach. They murder them with Popeye and Watagwan put out. Me not see them something they are coming at the Gleaner or so on. And we know historically across our country, a lot of people have been murdered that doesn't make the news at all. That is so common. I've been asking the question from that other day. When Popeye and Watagwan put out them, me not see them the one in the mainstream media. So the government can go on. That's why when them come out at the next press conference, the next cabinet briefing is going to be just lies after lies after lies after lies. But the government appeal to someone and friend them, or because they know it's a crime, I want them biggest problem. It might try woolly and a draw wool over people eye that crime are good on. Sir, we are seeing the dead bodies floating around. We are seeing the news is floating around. We're no idiot, all right? Meg Whitman, the devil in RUTO's head. We need to get rid of our puppet leaders them. You see how good Kenya was going on? And this young puppet, Africa's most educated, young and affluent, Ruto come and cock up and skin out to the Americans, and it's mashing up his country right now. One who could have had a long time to rule has now been toppled by its people, because the people of Kenya are saying no more dialogue with Ruto. You could have sacked cabinet, you could have sacked this. The mandate is for William Ruto to go. Go he must, because Kenyans are not cheap and bend over and backwards and sell out like Jamaicans. Kenyans are not dunce. Them up to the time and then pick up book and read. Them down upon social media. I keep a gangrene fest on a daily basis. so they can stand up for themselves. Look at RUTO. Just after RUTO come from New York, Washington, where they go get him red carpet, you know. And that's a RUTO people, them topple him. Because this devil, the Whitman, she is the one who is in RUTO's head with the whole IMF, World Bank, and the whole of these bullshit. The people of Kenya are saying, we not getting involved in that. And see where Ruto take his country, because he was willing to bend over for Joe Biden and do Joe Biden dirty work. Likewise, it is the same thing. Another Batman up in another Batman ears. That's your army. Your army, Jamaica people, can be out there doing others people's bidding. While in Jamaica, we don't have the resources and the manpower to help with our disaster. But we can out there a skin out for the US. The people of Kenya says Ruto has to go. What does you, the people of Jamaica, say to the sellouts? Jennifer, how are you? Carly Jones. You, the people of Jamaica, wanna say to this sellout here, should he stay or should he go? Are you going to move him? Are you going to remove him? Are you going to stand up and make him destroy your country? Are you going to stand up like the people of Kenya and say you must go? And John William Ruto is the same thing. America control them. Them private sector friend them, control them. That's why nothing not done to the people them. The people them continue to be suppressed and to be taxed. Are you going to let Andrew Holness stay in peace? Or Andrew Holness will have a hard, miserable time like William Ruto? Will the people of Jamaica demonstrate against the mismanagement and the recklessness of this government handling of this national disaster? Will the people of Jamaica stand up and demonstrate against a healthcare service that could not withstand a disaster where we have casualties? I saw now go down, Jamaica people. Una go down so cold and silent. Una go down so cold and silent. No standing up, no pushing back, no demands. Come on, Jamaica. Mobilize yourself across social media. Get out of the sin city of RT and Spice and Vegas. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your right. Stand up for your children. We want a better Jamaica. We cannot get it lying down or sitting down. Everyone will have to stand up and play with part, whether we talk or we ball, say murder to BC people, or we ball, say judgment, fire for the hypocrite them. Somebody must do or say something. Colin James, John Ruckenbein. Somebody must do or say something, my God. Everybody can just roll over and wait for destruction Broadway. So, on an associate hit with the last 4 years, since the government got his majority. Uno don't see one meet. Help on high waters and help on blue sea. Is there a point where we, the people of Jamaica, is going to say enough is enough? Is there a point where we, the people of Jamaica, is saying, we're not going to have this. It is not what we signed up for. It is not what we signed up for. To uno Jamaicans over TikTok, me know uno don't listen with show. Uno is a disgrace. Uno is a disgrace. The way uno keep Jamaica people backwards and dumbed down, because you know, so they want entertainment. Them love negativity and entertainment. I know that Jamaicans love negativity and entertainment too. I could be out here doing negativity and entertainment. I chose not to do it. I don't want to send that message. The most negativity, as Uno call it for me, that's not negativity you're going to get from me, is me telling a few cloth when we're ready for telling them. But the demonic city, the sin city of TikTok is really taking Jamaica backwards. But it's not the sin city of TikTok. It's the backwardness and the miseducation of us and the deculturalization of us. Because I said, that's not how Nigerians use TikTok. That's not how Kenya use TikTok. They use it a lot for political purposes. We use it for tear down, skin out, broke out, and draw out, and trace out. Mary Messenger TV, how are you? We're going to be sorry one day. You see, these politicians will coerce and fight for and push along and protect their crime, protect their stealing. You and your children are going to be sorry. All of us are going to be sorry. Continuing to protect the crimes of our political class. Me na ask, me tell you are going to be sorry. It is quite glaring in front of a lot of us at the moment. Some of you are too blind to see it. But it will happen because nobody's guarding against it, Feline. Nobody's trying to protect against it. Calamity coming to Jamaica. It's not a matter of if. It is not a matter of if calamity will come to Jamaica. It's a matter of when calamity will come. The way it is going, we cannot avoid it. There can be a turnaround though. Government can start listening to the people. Government can stop stealing the wealth of the people. Government can use the people's wealth to develop society. That may abort the impending disaster to come. But one thing I can guarantee you, as long as we continue on this very direction we're on, it's bound to come to a head. Do not underestimate the younger generation. Do not understand the process of an awakening. Awakening can be a slow process. It can also be a snap process as well, just as what we've seen in Kenya, where one tax bill and everything in the country become uncontrollable and ungovernable from the administrative point of view, because the people are saying, we do not want this, we will not have it, and furthermore, we don't want you any longer. The people of Kenya are saying to William Ruto, dialogue is over. We are no longer willing to have any conversation with you. Our demand is that you go, and go you must. Will Jamaica ever get to that point? I, this morning, personally can tell you, I have never been proud of a Black nation in my lifetime the way I am proud of Kenya. Never has been. Thank you all very much for being here with us this morning. Christopher Campbell, how are you? On the People's, on the At a Glance program. To my researchers, gonna help me to keep an eye out, and if any lie out there tell from them today, wanna call me so we can get to capture the lie, because me as a broadcaster, I have to listen to the uncomfortable lies. Otherwise, I won't be able to come back and explain anything to you. Or me as a broadcaster, us as a country, we're not going to know so them say so if we don't listen to them. And everything them say, the liar gleaner, the liar observer, and crusty face Cliff Hughes talk about it. Some of the things that we have to lay down and lay weight them and find out for ourselves, and pick and choose what they talk about. Hit the like button before you go, and make sure you all subscribe to Debbie Jervis TV. Boy, Debbie Jervis not there this man, and Debbie Jervis not over Carlos. What is going on? Maybe Debbie have some appointment today. But hit the like button, and as well as when the live finish, you just make sure you type in Debbie Jervis TV and hit that subscription button on Debbie Jervis TV. Thank you all very much for being here this morning. I really enjoy your company. And to Mays Garden Parish, no, you did not upset me. I'm fine. I'm not one of those whimsicals. I'm not one of those whimsical ones. But yeah, passion and emotion and everything are on high at the moment. Our government is really not doing much. The people are suffering, and that is a great concern for me right across the entire country. All right, me I go look see it now. Me not eat for a morning. Me only have a glass of Irish mash, and not the Irish mash we mix with milk, the one with ginger, cinnamon, and lime. I don't use milk in Irish mash anymore. Imagine, just imagine, we had succumbed to the Prime Minister, and we were a cashless society now. Because the Prime Minister was ushering us fast into the cashless society. Just imagine. Just imagine. Lord Jesus. Boy, I tell you, we're born for meet it. As Granny would answer, are we born for meet it? No, sir. We come in like a pudding. Hella top, hella bottom, and hallelujah, going in at the middle at the same time. No, me have mango, come me buy a mango, me buy a box of mango. Yes, Sunday, and me buy some little mango yesterday as well. In Jamaica, we wouldn't call them common mango. We don't know what they call them, but they favor common mango, but they're little and sweet. So, me have mango, me have melon, me have grape, and me have my Irish mash. What me boil, because me normally boil my Irish mash on Sunday, but me never remember to do it Sunday, so me do it last night. And me buckle it up. Me use my Irish mash like porridge a morning time. Marva Dice, how are you? I use my Irish mush like porridge in the morning because I don't eat much, or I don't like to eat heavy in the morning. So if I'm not in the mood to have the smoothie, then the Irish mush, I would call it my Irish mush porridge. Because you know, like when I do Irish mush on the way, strain off the juice and dash for the rest of it. No, the whole of mine make a porridge. When if the ECJ is in the criminal's office, what will be the outcome of the next election? Well, let me explain it to you from how we saw the local government election the other day, where normally out of an election, you get an exit poll, and 99.99% of the time, an exit poll is correct. Cliff Hughes was one of the people who paid to do the broadcasting, and he got the exit poll from the Electoral Commission. He came out and said it. It sparked a furore. Unsurprisingly, Cliff Hughes, who paid to broadcast the election, cut the broadcast before 10 o'clock and went to bed, and the propaganda from the government all over. So that's to answer your question, to say that the way the government control what that man was the other day, the gospel man, during even the media briefing and ratifying the result of the election, then the most we can say going forward for this general election, it don't look good with the Prime Minister controlling two powerful offices, which is the Electoral Commission of Jamaica and the Office of the Political Ombudsman, to hold politicians to account. So if the government have somebody there which are their crony, the government can control them and pay them to do what they want, have done, and to give them and to give them their result. Who to tell we might not know that that 49 seat in 2020 wasn't legitimate, but was bought or stolen, given the Prime Minister's dynamic of the department. So that is something to really watch for the next election, because the Prime Minister is one who is hell-bent on power. The Prime Minister have the narcissistic tendency. Who's to say the Prime Minister will not malign those people to make sure the election goes in his way? It is all rather more important then that the country removes Andrew Holness before the next general election. That would be my answer. It may be long-winded, but it is my answer to that. Nothing. You see, just like how once Andrew Holness open him mouth, him lie, no put nothing else past him. The requirement for the Prime Minister to lie is that his mouth opens. So you cannot put anything past this Prime Minister. That's the most I can say. Yes, I do drink it cold. Yes, I do drink it cold. I do drink it cold, Jennifer. So you can't put none past Andrew Holness. If his mouth open, him lie. That's your answer. He will teach anything social media is watching him. That's the problem where I'm having. That's why I'm asked. You remember in that Chakin speech where he spoke about people's social media speech, an issue for election and them thing there where you will sway people decision and so on. That is his biggest problem among that whole Chakin speech. you heard the Prime Minister spoke about the issue of election and social media was his biggest worry. He was even more worried about that than the fake news, misinformation, and disinformation. But anyway, at 2:30 now, I'm going to look something eat. We will sooner later on. If anything I broke in the media, wanna send me a quick WhatsApp. Thank you all very much for being here with us this morning. And good afternoon, good morning from Global Television Group.